Hey there folks, and welcome back for another shaving video. And today we're going to use Razorock New York, or for New York I should say. Very nice scent on this. It's light. I got about a 3.5 on the scent scale, but a really nice fresh scent, maybe a little aqua. Just really nice, and I would call it clean and fresh. The price on this, $6.99, which is absolutely superb, and we shall use our Razorock Plissoft brush and get going today. And let's see how we do. I normally don't have a problem with Razorock soaps and lathering or performance or anything. I find that they work quite well for me, and they come at a great price. I mean, $6.99 for 4.2 ounces. That is, it's really, really good. So we will load her up. Nice scent. It definitely has an aqua type scent to it, I would say. And it looks like we got a nice load here. So let's get going. Stand by. It's Wednesday today, so we're just about halfway through the week, which is outstanding. Working towards, again, that weekend. Towards that weekend again, I should say. All right. And as you can see here, no lathering woes. Just have to do a little painting here. And we'll spread that out a little bit and get where we need to be in a pretty quick fashion. There we go. Nice scent on this. I like it. I just happened to see it the last time I made an Italian barber order and said, you know, I never tried that in New York, so let's give it a shot. And got a really nice scent to it. Okay, today we're going to use, I believe this is called Gillette President, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, sent by Don the Navy Goat friend, and that feels wonderful. The razor gliding there along the soap out. The inspector and I were talking, David Fernicola, and I were talking the other night about cart razors, and since I've been wet shaving, and even before that, I had come from using a Braun Series 7 electric razor, which admittedly does not give a close shave. It's a great electric razor, and it will give you a shave, but not a close shave. Anyway, I have never attempted to use a cart razor with a decent soap, like Razorock or, you know, Sterling or Bearsman Man, Katie's Bowls, whatever. And I probably won't, and I'll tell you why. Not that it won't work well, because I bet it will work great. You know, having the brush and soap, good soap is a big part of the battle there. And I bet you could get a great shave with a cart razor. Now, I don't know, you know, how many shaves you get out of it, but the price is so ridiculous per blade. I don't think I'll ever try it, just because I can't bring myself to buy the doggone blades. Stand by. Even though I spend far more money on wet shaving stuff, you know, soaps and aftershave, I can't bring myself to buy one of those, not Fusions. They came out with Gillette came out with another product after Fusion. The last razor, that type that I had used, and it's been, you know, maybe 6 years ago that I tried, was, I think, Fusion. Then they come out with something else with some kind of ball on it. But anyway, I can't bring myself to buy those doggone blades. I know you can buy the starter kit that comes with one blade, but I just can't do it. I'd rather buy soap or an aftershave, or, you know, and I have, you know, probably 1,000 DE blades sitting around, and then who knows how many single edge razor blades. So it's just like, why would I want to waste my money buying those stupid blades when these are shaving me wonderfully? I just don't have a reason to do it. But I bet you could probably get a nice shave from it if you did, so long as you're using a nice soap and, you know, lathering it up and all the rest. It was just interesting to talk about because I've never went back to a cart. I haven't had a cart razor shave or an electric razor shave since I discovered wet shaving. And I got to tell you, initially, when I discovered wet shaving, I think I saw an article somewhere, you know, shave like your grandfather. And I was like, yeah, you know, I do remember seeing my grandfather shave like that, and it was pretty interesting. And I thought, you know, the Bronze Series 7 razor, as great as it is for electric razors, still stink, you know, in terms of giving a close shave. And so, let me finish this pass and then I'll tell the rest of the story after I rinse my face. Stand by. Anyway, so I see this article and I said, you know, let's give this a shot. So I didn't really have much information on how to do it. I did find, you know, Geo Fat Boy videos to watch. And I think the first one I ever watched was him with the Edwin Jagger, and I think he used Taylor of All Bond Street Sandalwood, or at least one of the early videos I watched showed him using Taylor of All Bond Street Sandalwood. So I went on Amazon, got myself an Edwin Jagger because Geo Fat Boy used it. Got myself a little Perazzo green, some Tom Sandalwood, no aftershave or anything, and a Badger, Parker Badger brush. And initially it did not go well, despite me watching. I mean, I had razor burn out the yin yang. I mean, it was horrible. And so much so that early on I considered not going forward, because initially my thoughts were, this is a bunch of malarkey. This is a terrible shave. My face is burning from razor burn. And I went on like that for some time before I ever found any forums. And then eventually, I don't know if it was some months later or longer, I found Badger and Blade, started reading and discussing it with other people. And eventually, by the time I found that, my technique started to come together, and you just begin to know how to shave in this style. And another thing people don't consider, I believe your face eventually adjusts to it. It takes time, whether you're going from a cart to electric or electric to this style. I believe you adjust over time, your technique evolves, and also I think your face gets used to it. All right, hold that thought. We'll rinse the face, and we'll come back and finish the story in the post. Stay tuned. All right, so getting to the post while we're applying our magic made by witches. Witch Hazel, Thayer's the brand. Eventually my face adjusted, my technique improved, and everything began to click. And that's typically what happens. At some point it just clicks, and you realize you're getting the best shaves of your entire life. And it's just like, wow. And so since that time, since discovering how wonderful this style of shaving can be, both in terms of relaxing and experiencing all the scents and feeling the brush on your face and all the rest of it, I haven't had the desire to try a cart razor. I can't bring myself to buy one, even though I'll spend far more money on soaps. And you know, I just enjoy this style, and I see no compelling reason to go back to carts. That's just me. Okay, Today we're going to use Fine Fresh Vetiver. This is one of my favorite aftershaves. I love the scent of this stuff. It's magnificent, in my opinion. It's just fantastic. It's like a fine cologne is what it smells like to me. I don't know if this one is based off a cologne or not, but man, it is tremendous. Again, one of my favorites. Fine Fresh Vetiver. So let's go back and review very quickly, I should say, our gear. Razorock, New York, which was tremendous. I mean, for $6.99, you see the result. Excellent. No problem whatsoever. The Gillette President did its work in stellar fashion. And last but not least, a brush that you see often here on the channel, the Razorock Plissoft, which is usually around 10 bucks, somewhere in that neighborhood. Fine gear. Between the brush and the soap today, you had $6.99, so less than 20 bucks for both, and the result is fantastic. So that's why I like Razorock. All right, guys, thanks as always for watching, and until next time, let's make America shave again. You guys have a great day.